today to name this post office after Benny Martinez. Before I began, I wanted to acknowledge that we do have Commissioner Adrian Garcia here. We have Justice Present from the 14th Court of Appeals, Veteran Judge. There she is, we're in front. And we'll recognize any others as they come in. But today we're really here together to rename this post office in honor of Benny Martinez, a true advocate for social justice. I can't remember a time that I had a conversation with Benny that he wasn't working on something all the time. For over 60 years, Benny dedicated his life in advancing the rights of Hispanic Americans, especially his beloved Rio Grande Valley and right here in Houston. Benny was a patriot. You can see that in the photos that we selected to display today. He was a veteran, and there's no better time to kick off Veterans Day that's coming up on Monday than to be here in this ceremony celebrating a veteran. So will all our veterans in the audience please stand so that we can acknowledge you together with Benny for your service and your patriotism. Thank you. One thing that Benny used to tease me about, because those of you who know me know that I'm one of 10 children. Well, Benny was one of 11. So he always had one up on me. But I can tell you that his commitment to family and service ran deep. All 7 brothers served in the United States Army, with 4 bravely stepping forward to fight in World War II. And we picked a photo here that has the Martinez family and all of the men who served, and again, for fighting in World War II. That is truly remarkable. This legacy of commitment and patriotism for brotherhood and family, it was a cornerstone of Benny's life and mission, driving his tireless advocacy for justice and opportunity for all. Benny's contributions were bold and fearless. From the Little School of 400, and I know Dr. Tenehina will go through some more of the history, which helped lay the groundwork for the Head Start program and our Head Start babies, to standing up for workers' rights through impactful boycotts. His determination led to moments of historic importance, including welcoming President Kennedy to a LULAC gathering in November of 1963, just a day before the tragedy in Dallas. Think about that. This was the first time a president of the United States had met with a Latino organization, LULAC. But through the work of Benny and his brothers and sisters in LULAC, he got the president here. So naming this post office after Benny holds special significance, especially as we continue to see more landmarks that honor Latino leaders. It's not only a tribute to Benny and his family and the powerful legacy that he leaves behind for advocating for social justice, education, and Hispanic representation, but it reinforces the vital contributions of Latinos across America. Every time someone steps through that post office, they'll be reminded of the strength, the resilience, and leadership that people like Benny bring to our communities. For Latinos, this post office stands as a point of pride and visibility. It proves that their stories are necessary for our nation's history and for our progress. So as we see more places named in honor of Latino figures, we create spaces that reflect the diverse fabric of our country, ensuring that future generations see their potential for impact mirrored in public spaces. It's important for little kids to be able to look at a building and identify with a name. It just brings a smile to their face. We need to see more of that. Benny's life reminds us that change is made through courage, resilience, and steadfast commitment to our communities. I think this week has been a trying one for many of us. We may have a rocky road ahead, we don't know yet. But we must remember that by standing together, especially with those who need protecting, by fighting the long fight for real change, by fighting for the legacies of our forefathers and for our leaders, we will all together build a better nation. And as we rename this post office today, may it serve as a daily reminder of Benny's enduring impact and the work that still must move forward. You know, I can only think of what he would say today after such an election. But I can tell you that Benny was always a fighter, and he would want us to continue the fight. So as I come to a close, I want to introduce a colleague of mine who we work together on many issues. Redistricting does a number of things. It changes lines. So while I passed the legislation to name this post office because it was in my district, the district lines changed, and now this is not in my district anymore, it's in Congressman Green's. But you know, the way things work in Washington, we have to stay within our own districts. We can't spend money, time, or resources on someone else's district. But we're friends, right? And he's a friend of Lula, more importantly. And he was a friend of the Martinez family. So I want to introduce to you my friend, my colleague, the member, a congressman from this district, Congressman Green.
Wow, thank you for the great introduction. I am so honored to be with you. Would you please give my friend, the Honorable Sylvia Garcia, a big expression of appreciation? Now, Commissioner, that was good, but that wasn't Texas-sized.
Right.
Texas-sized for Sylvia Garcia, the Honorable Sylvia Garcia. Thank you. Quickly do this. I want to recognize that the Commissioner, Adrian Garcia, the former Sheriff, Adrian Garcia, the former City Councilman, Adrian Garcia. It goes on forever. The Honorable Adrian Garcia, can I just mention him for you, please? Of course, I have to do it as the judge. You were a judge too. And a City Councilman.
Senator.
Controller. Okay.
Senator.
I'm the only senator. I'm the only person who's had one job. But seriously, friends, this is great honor. And I want you to know how hard our Congresswoman had to work to get this done. It was not easy. To get this done, every member of the House of Representatives from the state of Texas had to sign off on the bill. Every one of them. So it wasn't just a matter of getting those in this area. She had to get those in the valley. Wherever they are in the state of Texas, they have to sign off. For that, she deserves an expression of appreciation as well. And she has been trying to have this day for some time. She is persistent. She doesn't give up. She doesn't give out. She doesn't give in. She is a fighter, and because she's a fighter, we are here today to put the name Martinez on this post office. Give her one more expression of love for me. Now a few words about the honorees. Friends, U.S. Army Korean War veteran. I had to have my staff put this on paper for me. He's done so much. It's not like 2, 3, 4, 5 things. That in and of itself could have been enough. But then he went on to be a reservist, and then an election judge for 30 years, a member of LULAC as a lifetime member. LULAC here? Yeah. Lifetime member. I'm proud to be a member as well. President of LULAC Council 60. LULAC District Director. District 60 here, okay. District Director. LULAC Parliamentarian. LULAC Texas State President. And of course, he was a past president of the Tejano Association for Historical Preservation. I could say a lot more, but I can never say enough. I am so honored that we are doing this together. But remember this, no matter what happens, she's always going to be your congressman. And no matter what happens, I'm always going to be your congressman. God bless you, and thank you for what you have done.